May the Schwartz be with you. Happy Star Wars Day. From 80s Comics, how about a Star Wars review? It's Return of the Jedi, issue number 3, in a 4-part limited series, the official comics adaptation from December of 1983. Return of the Jedi. Arguably the weakest of the original trilogy, but still a good movie. And a good comic book, though this issue is interesting for fans of the film, and those of us who have it memorized backwards and forwards, because the dialogue is different, and a lot of the action is really rushed. This is a very short issue, and I'll show you at the end here. It gives you a bunch of Star Wars pinups, which are actually pretty cool. Probably the highlight of the book. Well, the highlight of the book, secondary to Lando Calrissian, of course. The artwork is very nice. Al Williamson and Carlos Garzon do a great job with the artwork. And Burger Time does a great job in general. Mission to Endor. So if you have the script memorized, which you know you should if you're from the 80s, you can immediately tell the dialogue is a bit different. And it's actually interesting reading this today after having seen the film at least 15,000 times, how they just jump through things. So the storyboarding, what's up, Pac-Man? The storyboarding is interesting. It's actually very nice. It's very well drawn, very well illustrated. But if you were reading this, if you read this without having seen the film, I could only imagine a significant amount of confusion. Like, who's that guy? Why can't he speak proper English? This part here is good, so. Lando. I can't do a proper Billy D voice, so we're just gonna you just have to imagine it. Funny, somebody told them about my little maneuver at the Battle of Tanab, not that I wouldn't ask for the chance anyway. Have you ever seen a Death Star? You're in for a very short generalship, old buddy. I'm surprised they didn't ask you to do it. I'm surprised you didn't offer him a refreshment. I've been waiting all day to make that bad joke. Luke shows up, and you do have to admire the detail on the shuttlecraft and the Millennium Falcon there. This shot down there is pretty nice. It's a good-looking issue. Han punches out a biker scout. Who isn't still laughing about Episode 8 of The Mandalorian, by the way? Can't hit the broadside of a barn. I guess my biggest disappointment, I have 2 disappointments with this book, to be honest. One, the speeder bike scene is really short, super condensed. It's like 2 pages. And I feel like I'm filling in all of the action with my brain after having seen the movie 1,000 times. And I'm also disappointed that no Ewoks are stepped on by AT-ATs. I mean, if you're going to make changes to Return of the Jedi anyway, you should have at least added an Ewok being squashed by an AT-AT. Just seems like common sense to me. Here's the part where R2-D2 cuts the net thing. I had that playset. They're captured by Ewoks. Sadly, the Ewoks are not on fire. Get Mr. T. I pity the fool that don't be watching Mr. T. Spider-Man. Who's that guy down there? Thundar the Barbarian. Oh man, I forgot all about Thundar the Barbarian. It's Han Solo being cooked alive. 3PO floating in a chair, and a golden Corvette next to Doctor Strange. And like the issue basically just ends right there. It's such a short issue. It's a 4-part series. But then we do get some nice pinups here. A Mighty Marvel bonus pinup section. It's actually a pretty cool speeder bike drawing. I like that. Got my man Lando. And Admiral Akbar's Mon Calamari command ship. It's a trap! No, it's not. It's a cheap-ass comic book. And it's good. Nice, I love those. TIE interceptors are arguably the most banging ride in the Imperial fleet. And there's Q-Bert. Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, issue number 3. If you've seen the movie, you probably don't need to get the comic book, but maybe you'd like some nice pinups, or maybe you'd like some different dialogue between the characters. It's okay, but still fun nonetheless, and a great way to celebrate Star Wars Day as you're watching Return of the Jedi on Laserdisc and forgetting that the prequels exist. It's 80scomics.com. Thanks for watching. I forgot to show you the Kool-Aid Man video game advertisement on the inside back cover with a nice rhyme. When the thirsties are after you, what can you do? Mix up the Kool-Aid drink mix before they get you. Return of the Jedi. Recommended. A little bit.